Hello, welcome. So I need to get content from this game while my account is still active, because my brain won't let me do otherwise. I'm not sure if I'll release this later or just release it now. People tend to catch up regardless, but yeah, let's get to it. That you have come here and gaze at me with such bright and eager eyes, it can only mean one thing. You, madame, are an aspiring breeder. No need to be embarrassed. It is perfectly natural to take an interest in the mating habits of livestock. But those secrets are not for the uninitiated, I'm afraid. You will need to start with the basics, and that means cleaning the stables. Come now, you cannot balk at getting your hands dirty if you're a proper livestock breeder. Wow. First quest in Shadowbringers. Clean up shit. Huh. That's the spirit. Now take this pungent sack. It's for Estrelli over in Sweet Steve. Hello there. Has anyone ever tell you smell of fertilizer? Ah, that explains that then. Thank you. Without such rich fertilizer as this, we'd never be able to grow the quantity of vegetables that we do. I usually provide sales Ganule with produce in return. Would you mind taking it to him? Hopefully the bag isn't too heavy. It's full of root vegetables and the like for the animals, and they do eat quite a bit. I hope you don't feel too put upon by my asking you to deliver the vegetables for me, though I'd wager that you're mainly relieved it's not more dung. You're back. And you brought me vegetables. My, you're so obviously industrious, aren't you? At this point, I should probably confess that I never actually mistook you for an aspiring breeder. I was joking, but to my complete shock, you did what I asked. So then I thought to myself, surely she'll catch on if I try to hand over a literal sack of shite, but the point is, I got carried away. I apologize. Please take this as payment for your efforts. I've heard it's safer outside the crystarium now. Though there are still sin eaters about. I'm considering taking a long journey with my armor on. It would be nice to see the world as my people once did. Huh. Pardon me, might you be from the Crystal Art's esteemed guests? I'd like to borrow your expertise if you have a moment to spare. There's a boy you see who frequents the cabinet regularly. Like so many of his peers, he has never experienced the world outside the Crystarium, and so he comes here to catch a glimpse of it in the pages of time-worn books. I am certain that what he truly desires is to learn of the living, breathing world. However, the world as it is today, through the eyes of one who has seen it. Might you share your experiences with him? I believe you'll find him just up the stairs. The boy will like us not to be full of questions. Brace yourself. You're from far away. Then can you tell me where the world outside is like? Pretty please? Ah, then can you tell me about the animals? There are a lot, right? Father says they're all dangerous, though. Is that true? Most are only dangerous if you make them mad. Especially in a realm reborn. Everything after that grows you within level. Really? Oh. What about what it looks like? Does the whole world look like Lakeland? Some of it is more different than you could ever imagine. Oh, I think I understand. Then what about traveling? Mother says it's not worth it. There's nothing to see out there, and it's too dangerous. But I want to go on adventures. What do you think? What do you think? Are you maybe telling me that I should think about it on my own? Yes, game. You actually got something I intended. Holy shit. It's... Goddamn. It does seem pretty dangerous out there, but I still want to know more about the world and maybe see it for myself someday. Thank you for letting me ask you questions, and please tell Anne Bert that I'm going home. I have a lot of work to do. I wonder if Father will let me practice with his axe. Yes, I saw him dash past, eyes twinkling. I do believe in the magic of written word. How could I not? But it's not quite the same as meeting someone who has been there, who herself is part of the outer wire of the wider world. I've never ventured far from the Crystarium myself, you see, so I know the wonder and fascination that comes from hearing the fireside tales of travelers. You have my personal gratitude for sharing a bit of that with our young friend today. I just assumed it was up here. Oh, on the outside. Somewhere on the outside. Maybe? I don't see him. Huh. Oh, he's right there. Okay. Oh my, you look terribly pale. And I know scholars who haven't set foot outside in weeks. So that's saying something. Please pay visit the asparagus post haste. Lest you protest, know that I have told the Crystal Exarch the very same many times, and suffice it to say that he has learned to listen. You can hardly expect to be of service to others if you can not even care for yourself. Now go see Fei Han before I become cross with you. Key. Nice plan. Alright, yeah, a lot of people like to hang out in the Shadowbringers area. I find that people like hanging out in the older areas just because they know they're gonna change, you know? And I'm doing the same thing with the side quests, so I can't even front. I'm doing the same damn thing. Am I not allowed inside? What the hell? What the fuck? inside? Are you inside? Shit. Oh, okay, that worked out. Should've just went from here. Alright. Bethan sent you. You do look rather drained. Why the circles under your eyes are almost as deep as the X-arcs. Please take this. It's a simple but potent syrup that should balance your humors and reinvigorate you somewhat. Lena is ever coming by for more doses to foist upon the X-arc, while he works himself to exhaustion. So you may be assured that it is efficacious. Now, you'll drink that in front of me, not that I trust that you to take. Not that I don't trust you to take it, but I do have quite a few years' experience working in this field, and I found that it's better to be certain that the patient is following my instructions. You down the bottle in one gulp, but nevertheless are overpowered by the taste of vinegar and cannot help but grimace, then scowl. The Exarch made the same face. He tried it. First time he tried it. Your cheeks do have a bit more color to them now, though. Please do bear in mind that I'm merely doing my job, though if you feel you must be avenged in some fashion, I might be persuaded to provide you another dose for Bethan. For all he fusses over the others, the man is constantly working himself to the bone. Yes, the pallor has certainly receded. I trust you will ensure that Bethan is taken care of as well. You went? I imagined that he gave the syrup then. That really won't be necessary. I'm quite well, I assure you. The very picture of health. Can't walk your way out of this. Very well, but please don't make me drink it here. If they see my face, the others will never let me live it down. In any case, I'm relieved to see that you no longer seem to be on the point of collapsing into a heap of books. Do take care of yourself, or else. The Exarch would often come here to pore over tome after tome, and judging by his focused expression, it was not for leisure. Now that he is free from his burdens, however, it is my hope that he may enjoy the reading for his own sake. you're an important quest, I'll save you for later. There we go. I've like never been here, I don't think. If I have, it's been a long time. It's been a long time regardless. That's funny. Oh. Where are you? Oh. God damn it. Aha. Oh, stranger, please, you must help me. I fled here from home, Mr. Switch, but I lost my necklace along the way. I noticed it was missing as I passed the Church of the First Light, but I couldn't go back, and now the guards tell me that Lakeland is too dangerous for me to go and search for it. I know I should be glad that I escaped with my life, and I am, but that necklace was a gift from my father, and it's all I have to remember him by. If he can travel freely, then please bring it back to me. It must have been somewhere in Homer. Okay. So fucking beautiful. Oh wait, yeah, this is the end. I just realized. I never really explored it. I hardly dare hope, but you did find it. Oh, thank you. I've worn this since I was a child, ever since my father first made it for me. The horn he carved for it was magic, he said. and would protect me when I roamed the hills. I had thought myself much too old to believe in such things, but nevertheless, when the eaters came for me, I begged it to keep me safe one last time. Just then, a young elven woman appeared, brandishing a glowing blade. She could quite the dashing figure as she fought to protect me, like a prince from a fairy tale. And when she stood over the vanquished eaters, she smiled at me and said, "You're safe." I knew that then that my necklace had answered my prayers, for that could not have been anything but magic. As long as I have it, I know I will be alright. Wow. Good morrow, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry to ask this of a patron, but could you perchance find the time to take a delivery for me? Just yesterday, you see a customer, not a regular, I believe he's visiting from outside the Crystarium, came asking after a particularly strong spirit that we're known to serve. At the time, we had just run out, but I offered that our supplier would have more ready today. He told me that would be fine, but that he would require it be delivered to his lodging. He then paid quite a handsome sum in advance before consuming more than half a dozen pints of ale in short order and wandering off. The whole experience was incredibly odd. I do, of course, fully intend to provide him with the alcohol that he paid for, but I cannot help but be concerned by his behavior. It seems to me that someone ought to check in on him. Alas, between brewing and serving the customers, I can't seem to find time to slip away. Could I impose upon you to deliver the liquor in my stead, and inquire as to whether the man is quite well? Edith should have the alcohol in question ready at Musica Universalis. And as for our eccentric patron, you'll find him at the Catenaris, assuming he gave me the correct information. By his conduct, I cannot help but wonder. No, best not to speculate. Oh, you're right there. Not yet. Not doing a roll quest until I'm level 80. Or close to it. Plus it might ask me to heal. Alright. Here on behalf of Delphort, I have the liquor right here. You'll be delivering this to a customer at the Catenaris, right? In that case, you'll do well to speak with the manager there. He's a helpful sort. Should make sure it gets to the right person. Tell Delphort I appreciate business, as always. Ooh, I don't know if I've ever been in there. I probably have. Probably explored. Yeah, it's the end. Wait, no, is it? It's different. This is the end. Before it was just some place. Okay. wait, no, this isn't the end. Okay. How might I be of service? Ah, I see. That guest is somewhat indisposed, I'm afraid to say. But I will ensure that the liquor is delivered into his hands if you will entrust it to me. As to his condition, it does not seem to be rather severe. His cries echoed through the corridors late into the evening. Judging by what I have glimpsed, I fear that it is a mere matter of time ere he turns. But you need not concern yourself with that. Rest assured that we have matters well in hand here. Goddamn. I will see to it that the alcohol reaches the intended recipient with all haste. Matter of time before he turns, you say. I suppose that does explain it. It's hardly a wonder that he turned to drink. I'm sure you would agree. In the throes of such agony and despair, what is man to do? I know not if it will bring him solace in the end, but nevertheless, I thank you for making the delivery. Oh, it's you, warrior of darkness. The night may have returned, but gods know we still have our fair share of trials. You're always welcome here if you ever wish to forget about things for a little while, or remember them if you prefer. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my. Ah. You there. Help. My wife is having a baby. A baby. I was there, but the nurse said I was just making everyone anxious and threw me out. I came here for fresh air. I'm having an awfully hard time breathing for some reason, but I can't just wait. You have to tell them to let me back in, quickly. Is there an entrance down there? No. Oh, I remember where that is. Okay. I'm tripping. I'm exhausted. She is an adorable child and surprisingly quiet given, uh, Wicked White, it's a baby. Yes, a lovely baby girl, and both she and your wife are quite well, so please, do calm down. It's a baby, our child. Goodness me, you brought the Exarch's guest with you. Well, since you're already here, would you like to welcome this little one to the world? You're the Exarch's guest. I'd be honored if you would give our child your blessing. Child is one of many precious things you protected when you fought for the Crystarium. You should be proud. Thank you. I'm sure that she understands. And this will make a wonderful story to tell when she's older. Oh, I'm so happy I can barely breathe. Actually, I really can't breathe. I think I need to step outside for a moment. She seems quite content. Thank you for everything. None of us will ever forget this day, I'm sure. Oh yes, I'm fine. Just a bit overwhelmed, to be honest. I'm a father. And to think that you were there to greet my daughter. She'll grow up knowing the tales of your heroism, I promise. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're the Crystal Exarch's guest, aren't you? Quick, take this. Ah, got you. Now I just need you to do this brief survey for me. Are you serious? It will only take a few moments of your time. Speak to the people on that list and then return here and tell me your thoughts on the current state of the Crystarian. Your cooperation is appreciated. No, you've already accepted the list. There's no taking it back now. Okay. This is Timonos Rookery, where we breed, raise, and train beasts of this burden. You might have noticed that the staff is primarily Sun. That is because as a formerly nomadic tribe, the Sun developed the majority of the techniques for armor husbandry that are still in practice today, and many of us are trained in them from an early age. I personally pride myself not only on the knowledge of my trade, but also the ability to impart it to others. It is much easier to learn something than to teach it, but unless each of us makes the effort to do both, all our ancestors strove for will someday be lost to time. I hope that you too will learn much about what we do in the Crystarium, that you might someday share it. Oh, can I assist you in locating a particular volume? Patrick sent you to learn of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Very well. I shall endeavor to grant you insight into its purpose. The many books that surround you have been collected from every corner of Norvent. Tomes of philosophy, history, art, but also fairy tales and personal memoirs. Any written work, regardless of its level of sophistication or monetary value, is a significant, if small, portion of our collected knowledge, and that knowledge as a whole is what the cabinet contains. Of course, there are others far more versed in the depth and breadth of the collection than I. Have you spoken with Morin? Excellent. Well, if you are ever interested in pursuing tomes pertaining to a particular subject, either he or I will be more than happy to assist you, and for our part, we would welcome the addition of any volumes that you may happen upon during your travels. The cabinet may seem vast, but our collection must keep growing. There were once as many books in the world as the stars in the sky, and someday there shall be again. If we cannot recover what we lost, we will rewrite it. I like that. Roped into one of Patrick's surveys, were you? I'll try to keep this brief then, for both our sakes, and anyways, you're likely already aware that armor are vital in the distribution and transport of goods. Fleets, and hardly as they are, they can't transport as much in one go as a chocobo-drawn carriage, of course, but the time saved by their ability to fly more than makes up for that. There is no faster way to get something to the settlements and fortifications in Lakeland than by armor, that's for certain. You stand now in the primary area for loading goods for transport, and as you can see, the launch platform extends behind me. If you want the armor to carry you, rather than a parcel, that can be arranged here as well. You need only speak to the tamers at the counter. In fact, if you have not yet the opportunity to ride an Amuro, I wholeheartedly recommend that you do so while you're here. It's more comfortable than it looks, owing to the softness of their coats. Take that as my parting advice to you. If you're considering taking my advice to riding the Amuro, you should visit the counter by the launch platform. Trans will be happy to assist you. I want to get rid of the explanation point above your head. Cool. Hey. And... Ooh. That was a deep jump. Good day, madame. What brings you here? Ah, a survey, is it? In that case, I shall gladly tell you of our facility. Here in Ballistics, we store and maintain the weaponry used in defense of the Crystarium. Before you see our pride and joy, the crystal cannons. These truly inspiring pieces of artillery unleash blasts of pure ether drawn from the crystal itself. The destructive power they boast will even obliterate most sin eaters if you can believe it. It's slightly unfortunate that they're so difficult to aim, I'll admit, but that's nothing to the addition of a few more cannons can't solve. Just try to dodge a dozen different blasts coming in your general direction, you creepy bastards. Raha. Ahem. That's the idea anyway. I suppose I should let you get on with touring the other facilities, but if you have any more questions, you know where to find me. I'd offer to give you a demonstration of the cannons, but people around here will tend to get a bit testy when I blow holes in the walls. The explanation will have to suffice for now, I'm afraid. You returned, so tell me, how did you find the Crystarium thus far? I think its people are remarkably conscientious. Right you are. Everyone here in the Crystarium has a part to play, and they do so with a passion and dedication. One of my own roles, by the by, is to conduct research for the Settlement Council. We want our work to reflect community values and address outstanding areas of need. In the opinion of those who are newly come to the city are always valuable in that respect. On behalf of the Council, I thank you for taking the time to respond, and I assure you that your personal information will be kept strictly confidential. The town stands resplendent as it always has, and so long as it watches over us, we of the Settlement Council will strive to improve the lives of our citizens. To that end, I must put together another survey. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's not? Always people just working out. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be right back. So sorry to end it here after the break, but I gotta do something. So, till next time, whenever you're watching this, have a good day. And I'll see you next time. Peace.